Okay, so one more quick thing before we show you how to export. So one of the things that you might notice is that they're all blue, but we had two different groups of things. If you remember how they looked over on Batch Geo, that UC and CSUs had different colors. And we can do something similar, or we can do the exact same thing here. We just need to know how to do it. Cardo or TileMill works on this thing called Cardo CSS. It's basically just like CSS. It has the same syntax. It just has different properties, like marker width right now is set to 10. We could set it to 6, and it would be a lot smaller. We can set it to 60, and it'd be gigantic. Let's just do, I think 10 is a good size. We can change the marker fill, get gold. It'll all be gold. Same thing with marker line color. It's set to black. You can make something different. But we want to tell it to have different colors depending on whether or not something is a UC or a CSU. And if you remember back to our data, then you see that we have the addresses, city, state, zip code, Latin long, name, group, and URL. So that means that we can select for these things. They all have this information about them, that if it's a UC, or a CSU, or what have you. So what we'll do is we're going to make ourselves another rule. In the braces, we're going to say that for the group, if the group equals CSU, then the marker color, or the marker fill, is going to be red. And if the marker, or if the group equals UC, then the marker fill is going to be blue. And let's get this out of here because we got new rules for them. And so if you see, there we go. So all the CSUs are red, all the UCs are blue. We're able to do this because all the column headers mean that these individual points of data have a bunch of other bits of data that describe them. And so we can select for any one of those and then make rules based on it. So if we wanted to say that if the name is UC Santa Cruz, then the color should be gold. Gold. There we go. And there we are. That's just a bit about styling. By playing around with this, there is a lot of amazing things that you can do. And since this is just kind of a survey course, then we can't go into it that in depth here in this screencast. But so, TileMill is where you build your awesome maps, and Mapbox is where you show off your awesome maps. So we need to get this data that we've been manipulating up there. So let's export, choose MB tiles, and this is going to ask you to select the visible area. So just make it as close to your stuff as possible. Where are they? There we are. So let's make it so it's basically saying like all the information that is in these bounds is going to be exported out there. So the smaller it is, the smaller the file size. Let's call this this here, the zoom. This is how far they're allowed to zoom in. So I'm going to set it from like 3 to, let's see how big it'll be if it was, let's say 11. I wonder how big that'll be. And then finally the center, so where it will start, let's center us right here. Hit export, and you'll get this little progress bar. Should only take a few seconds. We'll save it. Yes, save MBTLs. I'll put it on the desktop. Okay, so we can hide this for now. Here we are up on Mapbox. What you want to do is click on your portrait, and it'll take you back to your project settings. We'll go to Data, and we're going to upload that data that we just got. So let's see. Where's the one that I just created? Both have the same name. Let's see, which one was created sooner? I guess it would be the bigger one. Which was which? Okay. Alright, it says processing, but I know that it's already up there. Okay, so what this has done is it's added a layer. Oh no, it's still processing. It adds a layer that we're able to call up on our map. So once this thing is done loading, then we'll be able to see what that looks like. Come on. Alright, and it's ready. So I'm going to go back to my project. Over here to Data. This thing right here, Layers. We're going to add a layer. Example of screencasts. And there we go. We have our data. We have that cool map that we made over in back over in TileMill, and it's showing up here. Isn't that cool? All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Good luck with the rest of your mapping, and have a great day.